So we'll see you in Singapore.
When we embarked on this one-year trip, we had very little in the way of dates and plans, but meeting my parents in Singapore was something we've been looking forward to for a long time. Now, after 2 months on motorcycles in Vietnam, the culture shock was real. In just a short flight, we went from highways we shared with cows to Ubering around the city of the future.
Can you believe you're here?
Yeah.
Happy to be here?
Singapore.
With me recovering from a week of strep throat in Hanoi, and my parents recovering from a 30-hour jet lag-inducing journey, we figured the best thing to cure our ailments was a Singapore staple.
Can you tell where I am? I've staged the shot with these peanut bags and my parents to tell where we are.
Oh, wait, this is
Provide
video?
context. Yeah. This is video. We're tasting the Singapore Sling. They even have it written on the glass, so I don't forget what it is. Invented in 1915. Conceal alcohol for the ladies where it was not socially acceptable to drink. I'd say I look very socially acceptable.
It's jungle juice.
It is jungle juice.
It's jungle juice for the frat parties of yesteryear.
After giving the Finnies all of 15 minutes to recover from the jet lag of their trans-Pacific flight, we dove right into the bustling Chinatown neighborhood for some bartering, horoscope reading, and playing tourist.
So there aren't many $12 a night hotel rooms here, but Singapore made for a perfect strategic spot to cash in some free hotel nights that we could afford to enjoy some of the best views of the famous skyline. Singapore is beautiful. We just had the best dinner of Thai food here in Singapore that we've had the entire trip.
Look at my little world traveler up here. Look at her. She wants to see the pretty trees.
So excited.
Can we go to Super Tree Grove? Do you see? Look. Super Tree.
Yeah, that's exactly where I want to go.
Of course, this is probably terribly dark, but no matter what direction you look in, it's crazy future city behind you. So sick right now. We just saw trees sing. Sick. All free. And we're gonna go see more beautiful stuff.
It was the best night. It's awesome.
Completely underestimating the size of Gardens by the Bay, we realized we were running late for the 100% free and 100% incredible light show at Marina Bay.
Check this out with me. We're about to leave Singapore. They're having a party up on the deck that we might go check out, but we have a balcony of our own, so we feel bad leaving it.
What you doing?
Oh, the best part of the night. Looking forward to dressing up and going to a wonderful fancy dinner. Cruise life.
Hi.
Say, this is beautiful.
Look at the amazing sunset.
What did you have? Well, I want to say for dinner, but how about since 6 o'clock? this evening?
Oh, it's just the Hawaiian pizza and then the pepperoni pizza. And then some duck, and then some lamb, and some cow.
Or a fillet.
Sorry, I'm like...
He doesn't remember. He's in food overload.
If you were going to describe the food situation on a cruise ship, absurd would be a good start. After losing 15 pounds during the Vietnam portion of the trip due to a mostly soup diet, it was nice to be surrounded by a 24-hour all-you-can-eat pizza buffet again. And yes, I know that's pretty much the most American thing I could say. The next day, we took a break from the endless onslaught of food to go check out our first port of call, Penang.
Talk us in and say welcome to Penang.
Welcome to Penang.
Talk to me, Goose.
Hi. Oh, well, we're 3 minutes after closing time at the largest Buddhist temple in Southeast Asia, which is too bad, but we can still see a lot of it from outside. Apparently we should have been here earlier.
6 minutes earlier.
I'm sure the view from over there is amazing of the city and of town, and this should have been what we were doing for the past 2.5 hours. Travel is so hard.
It was amazing. We saw everything. It was so great. I feel more spiritual.
Yeah.
So,
Right
what?
here.
30? It was 30 out here. Are we going right back to the port?
Well, we should walk around like this and then walk around. Yeah, what? So the cable car is broken and this is closed?
Who knows if the cable car is even open at night? We're going to get there at sundown.
No,
He said it was broken.
Head back to the cruise ship, I suppose. We walked around Little India, which was actually pretty cool. So, my parents' first stint in Southeast Asia was walking around Little India in Penang. Good for them. You guys are great. Yes. Yeah.
After spending the first stop running around busy Penang trying to see as much as humanly possible, the next stop, Langkawi, was a stark difference. We traded in city streets for islands, oceans, and, of course, monkeys.
As with any other relaxing day in paradise, my husband would go decide to feed the monkeys, which anywhere in the entire world is always the only sign that's ever written. So, after giving a monkey a pear, now,
Oh, come on.
surrounded by at least 8 checking each other's butts on our 1-hour beach day. Thank you, Tim.
Oh, look at this. Right into the backpack.
Uh-oh.
Trail map.
Seen that before. I'm surprised they don't want the water bottle.
Backpack.
Where's that guy? Oh, he's over there. We can't say thanks enough to my parents for flying to the other side of the world and sharing this piece of the journey with us. After 4 months on the road, we finally got to see family again, and even though we were in foreign cities, it sure felt like home. Back in Singapore. There goes our cruise ship. We're not on it anymore. Bye.
Allison's packing up. We're leaving the future city. It's time to go to Thailand. Elephants, tigers, monkeys, spicy food, pad thai, drunk frat bros trying to find themselves, bugs in our room, lizards. We're leaving the lap of luxury. We're leaving the future.
Goodbye, future. I love you.
We're in Thailand, we're in Thailand, we're in Thailand, we're in Thailand. New country, day 1. Boom, we got this stuff on lock. Gotta go get our SIM card. Gotta go get a scoot. Gotta go get some food.
Getting on the ferry.
Going on the ferry from Penang down to Koh Lanta. There's a bunch of fish. Those are not for us, I don't think. Hi, welcome to Asia, where there are no rules.
Look, we're taking the ferry to Koh Lanta, and it's a surprise 30-minute stop here.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse places to stop, but we've only been driving for maybe 7 minutes.
Do you guys know we were coming to the beach?
I had no idea.
Surprise!
Gotcha! I feel like those people know something that we don't know. These are just the times that you go with the flow. Like when you're joining with another ferry mid-trip and you just don't know what to expect. We'll probably all merge onto one big super ferry. Super ferry! Super ferry! Woo! Super ferry! Oh, this is like the pathway. All right. Oh my gosh. In situations like this, the best thing to do is to find space in front of your face. See, like I have all this space. You're making a killing on this boat. I mean, we paid $30 to be here, so US.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
We're here in Koh Lanta. We made it on the ferry. Much more authentic. Hey, go on in. We are living the island life. AC. It's cooling it down here, feeling good. We just got off the ferry, and when you have the luxury of time, then you don't have to deal with all the taxi drivers yelling at you when you arrive in the ferry. So we booked this because it was just like 5-second walk down here, and we'll set up, we'll figure out what the deal is with renting a motorbike, and we'll get down to go to the beach for the rest of the week. In the meantime though, we're just here in a little town on Koh Lanta. We have a balcony so we can just check out all the other, this stays open. All the other backpackers backpacking around. Backpackers love to backpack wearing their backpacks, although we were just those people. Before tax it was like $8.30 for fan only, and then it was a steep $11.40 for air conditioning, and then with taxes it was like $13.56. At $12 a night, you get this super comfy bed, this super fancy art, the ability to see yourself, a view, air, neighbors. You can hear secrets.
You get anything to smoke?
Privacy. Storage. One power outlet.
You can wash your feet and take a shower, all at very high pressure, all at the very same time. You can hit the urinal while you shampoo your hair. Instructions on how to flush a toilet. Don't throw anything in the toilet bowl. Don't throw anything in the toilet bowl, the sequel. Use the toilet quickly. Don't ruin the soap dispenser. The lovely pinup girl who's tastefully concealed. Please leave the bathroom clean. The water's probably not working in here because there's no pressure, so use another bathroom. So you're not spending too much time in the bathroom. You ever sneak out here? Hey, let's check out the coolest feature of this.
Feeling the wind keeps taking my towel.
But Allison is leaving out. Within an hour after getting off that ferry, you can have a Scoopy scooter for $5. You can be checked into your $12 a night place, and now we're in Koh Lanta. And guess what? It's a lot quieter than Ao Nang. It's a little overcast. Not a big deal because it's so hot out. And there's a lot more beautiful people on the beach than Ao Nang.
Look at all these hotties. If you're
No, I'm serious. There's a lot more good-looking, like, younger people.
Everyone here looks to be 20.
We're being super creepy. Everybody's so good.
Here it looks young and beautiful. Is this the coolest potato chip you've ever seen? It is the best potato chip I've ever eaten in my whole life. It's so good. I'll never be able to eat another potato chip that's not this.
Is that a lie? I think
It was a lie. This is a spiral cut potato that they literally just deep fried right there. And then sprinkled with salt. So it's kind of like having a Dorito hot off the line. It's amazing.
Hi, we have a date night. The problem is that we have reservations for Wednesday. But see, when you're on island time, you sometimes think that Tuesdays are Wednesdays. So we thought that we were about 12 minutes late, but we're really about 23 hours and 45 minutes early.
Allison is super excited today because we're gonna go get a puppy fix at the Lanta Animal Welfare. It's the top-rated thing to do in Koh Lanta.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's absolutely #1 on TripAdvisor, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
We get to go walk a dog, you get a tour, and you get to cuddle some kitties.
After 5 months of travel, you need to cuddle a kitty and walk a dog.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Pack leader. Come on. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta do it. Come on. Look at me. Come on.
Come on, Tammy! Woo!
This is me doing my good deed. Come on.
Good girl.
Come on. Oops.
Best walk ever.
Okay. We're really excited for today, but this isn't how I imagine it all going. And you're great. You're wonderful. But we should go to there's a beach. We're now 2 blocks away.
We're gonna go to the beach now.
We're 2 blocks away from Lanta Animal.
You can still see it.
We can exchange Tammy.
Tammy, you're really letting us down here.
Yeah, Tammy, we want to walk you, but like
We don't got all day, Tammy.
the only way she wants to walk is back to the shelter.
I mean, she's pulling me.
This is the new dog. This is Aladdin.
Come here, Aladdin.
He's great. We love him. He's really become part of the family just immediately. This one walked most of the way. Hey. Hey. Come here. He loves us so much. Yeah! Oh, he's such a cuddler. He loves spending time with us so much.
He's a good boy. Look at you. This is the closest I've been to you. He's not very responsive. Probably because everybody who walks him speaks a different language. It's just like all these noises.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even know English. So
He probably speaks like German and French and Norwegian.
His name's Aladdin. He might be Arabic. I don't know any Arabic. We're here with Aladdin today, but the shelter lets people adopt from all over the world. So this dog might be in Norway one day. Or this dog might go to Sweden. They don't only go to Nordic countries. That's a dog with a story. That's a conversation starter. Oh, you got a new dog. Where'd you get him from? Thailand. All right, we might have to return Aladdin now because it's time for us to go to the beach. We did our good deed for the day though.
We're getting ready to party. Actually, no, this is just our first blackout in Asia. We got our laptops. I'm doing pretty good on battery life, so let's see. I have 1 hour and 57 minutes remaining on my computer, so let's see how entertained I can stay. No, the internet. Oh, of course. No. No. No.
All right, come on.
Oh, come on. Oh, I'm crawling. Oh my god. I started eating peanuts out of a bag in the dark, and they've been sitting in there. Oh my god, they're covered in ants. They're covered in ants. I mean, I was eating them when the light was on too. And then they were on my hand. They were coming up my hand. I mean, the ones on the, like I just wiped up like 30 that were just on the desk. I mean, it was crawling.
How many ants do you think you ate? You clearly ate a lot of ants right then, right?
No, I would know if I was eating an ant, right? I mean, they're those like really, really small ones. You would know if you put a peanut in your mouth and there were 3 ants on it. Okay, let me make sure there's no more.
No, you clearly were eating some of the ants. That's the thing, that they were small enough that you want them.
The internet's not even working.
We're at this cave today, because I don't remember how to pronounce it, and we are going to go on a guided tour. This is all the marketing for the cave. Right here, this garbage, this is telling you there's a cave down there and it's gonna be awesome.
I don't like bats. I don't like feeling claustrophobic. I don't like being underground when I'm in a tropical beach paradise. Oh, hey, you guys went to Koh Lanta? Isn't that Thai island that has the most beautiful beaches in the world? Yeah, we went there. My husband made me stay underground the majority of the trip.
The pictures look super awesome. You get to wear headlamps, which is always cool. What other caves have you been in?
Enough. I've been in enough caves. But you've been doing this for 5 months. And this all in your head feels like one trip. Like, how many caves can you really see? This is a joke.
No, this isn't.
This is absolutely a joke.
This is adventure.
Okay, from down here, it looks like you're not going into anything. It looks like you're just disappearing. Oh my gosh. My mom would have already had a heart attack.
You're doing very good. Who's my little cave explorer?
Beach day. Look at the sweat. My face, can you see it? I hope you can see how sweaty I am, just to like fully understand the scene. This is so insane. My favorite part of this tour is the lack of information. No, like, you're currently 50 meters underground. Just like, if you don't keep up, like. Except for when I'm the person that breaks this wooden.
You're fine. That's made out of the best branch they could find in 5 minutes.
Oh, just here, please step on this stick so you don't fall down that massive hole. That's the method of transportation here.
Seriously, don't though.
But seriously, don't fall down this hole. Looks like a movie set. This is real life. Real life, just going back into the cave. Could crawl out there, but going back into the cave. Are you kidding? Okay, this is insane. All right, I'm going in there with the camera on. I'm just trying not to break it.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Okay, well, that's not so bad.
Okay.
How is there a watermelon wrap?
Don't worry, sweetie. I'm good. Thanks. That's all right. It reminds me of my days in the Coochie tunnels. It was awesome.
That's hysterical. Good job.
Oh, now we're up.
Good job. High five.
Good job. Boom.
Okay. I don't really like sweat much, which is not like a cool thing or whatever. I just don't. I just overheat and my body doesn't like make sweat to keep me cool. Look at my shirt. Oh my gosh. I didn't even have a backpack on or anything. This is just me. Oh my god. I've never seen
I'm just gonna have to yell over the jackhammering, but if we recorded this in a different scenario, then it wouldn't be authentic because it's just kind of what happens around here. Definitely worth the steep 300 baht, which is way more than we normally spend. It's a guided tour only, which kind of put us off too, but it's so good. There's definitely a reason why it's a guided tour. You would not want to be in there without a guide. It's that intense. Oh, does he have a name?
Allison in the morning.
The top thing to do in Koh Lanta is to leave Koh Lanta and come to Koh Rok. We're here at Koh Rok snorkeling. We're about to pick up everybody going down the whole island for about an hour. Things are getting pretty intense. They just handed out Dramamine to the entire crew here. And everyone's getting kind of hunkered down for an epic hour journey out to Koh Rok.
So there's lots of people out here. There's a good reason there are though. The snorkeling out here is awesome. There's not any garbage. It's really clean. It looks like the locals are taking care of things out here.
Well, nobody lives here.
Right. Nobody lives there. But you know, they have to clean up after people leaving all
Yep.
that.
Right.
The reefs are in really good shape and there's tons of fish.
And then you can see the crystal clean turquoise water behind us. And it's a state park, it's a national park that is closed down for low season. So that helps protect the coral. We've been told.
We've been told.
We're just regurgitating information that we've been told. We're on the boat home. The Dramamine they handed out to everybody works very nicely. And we had an awesome day of snorkeling and lunching. And now we're ready for a nap.
What's the coolest song about it?
I like how it was full of little fish when I got to swim through.
Little fish. You have a good time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye home.
Just like that. So, the trip out to Koh Rok is something you absolutely need to do.
Yo, when you get dropped off speedboat on the beach, no bus needed, that's the type of tour I'm about.
I mean, we have a whole 100 feet to walk to our place. But yeah, it's a nice end to it. That tour ran $1,300 and it was through
No, 1,300 baht.
$1,300. Yeah, 1,300 baht. That's what they should cost in high season. You can get a couple hundred baht cheaper or more expensive, but they should all be around there. I checked with 4 different travel agencies before we booked that one. And
what was this one called?
Patisa?
They were good.
Patisa? Yeah, they were good.
guy.
Really nice guys. And they're all about the same thing. It takes you out there, buffet lunch.
Everyone does exactly the same thing.
Exactly. Something that made the biggest difference in the snorkel trip is I brought some toothpaste with me and some anti-fog spray for the mask. The toothpaste, all you do is squirt it on the lens of the goggles you borrowed from them. It cleans them up so they're not as prone to fogging. And then a little anti-fog spray made the day much better.
All you need is a little toothpaste on your snorkel trip.
All right, all right. Some places we stay are nice and they only cost $10. This is $25, and we've had a slowly growing problem here.
See the miraculous recovery of the ant army as their resilience against the humans continues.
We are leaving beautiful, beautiful Koh Lanta. Sad to go, but happy to get out of our ant-laden apartment. We are going back to Ao Nang and KRABI to go meet our awesome friend Allie, who
actually is already on the plane, but she doesn't arrive here for our 2 more days. So, oh no, I guess tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. The reason we're filming is because we're going to look like this.
It's alright.
1 backpack, 2 backpack, Mr. Tim, this girl, my backpack, and this bag. Alright.
This is how the locals do it.
This is gonna go.
We should have enough room for a baby.
I think I got this.
Yeah.
This is so much space. I don't even know. What's the show where they have all the shit on the car?
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies. And then they had a theme song. I don't know how it goes. What's exciting about long-term travel is that you're planning the next destination while you're currently in a destination. So we're on the ferry between Koh Lanta and Penang.
Right now we're planning on New Zealand, which is weird to do while you're in Thailand. We're getting some help. Somebody who's been there before. And going back with us. We weren't planning to have 3 of us in the camper, so it's going to be tight. But incidentally, it's going to be very cold on the South Island. So I think it's a win-win-win situation, which is nice.
We're waiting for you, girlfriend. It's calling your name. Imagine having Joys for breakfast, dragon fruit whenever you want, and then you get to go outside and it's nice. It's super awesome. Alley Cash, what you know about Long Island in the water? Hey, 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 hey.
Alley Cash, what you know about that?
Look at us, we're swimming. Holding a camera steady underwater is hard. Anyway, our time on Koh Lanta is over. So, with 4 backpacks, 2 people, 1 scooter, and no Shane, it's back to Penang and KRABI. Look, there it is. We're also meeting up with the Queen of Chicago herself, the legendary Cash Money Allie Cash herself. Allie has exactly 7 days to spend with us, so not a moment to lose. We're not wasting any time before it's off chasing waterfalls and washing baby elephants.
Allie, get in there. Go wash elephants. I'm just the cameraman. Oh, he loves it. 'Cause he's Whoa! He's holding his breath. Whoa! No way! We're like, Allie, go! Yeah! Good boy!
Alan Timmers! Here we go.
Wait, what you got there, Allie?
Bananas unite. Bananas split. Feed the elephants. Feed the elephants. Woo! Feed the elephants. Feed the elephants.
Hey, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, she is ready. Ready.
She's doing the banana dance. Dude, she's doing the banana dance. I don't have any more.
Shoulder.
Oh, there you go.
Woo! Woo! Guess what we just did?
Elephants. Baby elephants. Bananas with elephants. It was epic. Everything and more.
This was Thailand elephant experience, exactly how you want it to be.
Thailand.
Let's just keep saying elephants.
Now.
Elephants.
If there's one thing that you do in Thailand, it's elephants.
we finish with the elephants, this waterfall is only 5 minutes away by scooter. It's 100 baht to get in the park, and like you just go swim by the waterfall. Careful.
If you're short on time in Thailand, Krabi can be the perfect hopping off spot. If low key's your style, it's the ideal place to be a beach bum, get some massages, and eat street food till you can't even walk. However, if you're looking for a little more action, there's plenty of hikes nearby, or you can snag a boat and head out to Phi Phi. There's also the relatively famous 4-island tour, which we're doing today along with what feels like 12,000 other tourists.
That's how we do it in Thailand.
This is how we do.
This is how we do it. This is how we bust.
How many?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
How many can we fit? My favorite is the fan.
That you won't always in your head. No one knows what to do. Everyone's just standing and like waiting for someone to point and say, "Hurry up, please! Wait, please! Wait forever! Please wait here! Endeavor! Please endeavor! Wait!"
It's just kind of funny, after doing so many tours, you recognize like the tour is listed on the thing from like 8 to 3, but like by the time you get there it's 11 and then you leave at 2.
What's going on today?
We're going on the 4-island tour today.
Oh, yours is good.
This is the part of the tour that we stopped and take pictures of Chicken Island. There he is.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.
Guys, no more treats.
Thank you. There she is. Allie being Allie. Show her. Show her. You're not gonna drone here? It's so calm.
Okay. And I'm gonna drone.
Why don't you just drone and then you can put it away? You don't have to carry it. A little busy, huh? Al?
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us for a few weeks in Thailand. If you're thinking about planning a trip, everything we've done so far is from the same airport, which is insanely cool. So KRABI is the name of the region and the airport. Ao Nang is the name of the beach town in KRABI. So from there, we took a ferry down to Koh Lanta, hung out on the beach, and took the most awesome day trip out to Koh Rok Island for snorkeling. Back to Ao Nang on the ferry, we met up with Allie for bonding with baby elephants in the jungle. We fed the fishies on the 4-island tour that stops at some beautiful beaches and snorkel spots throughout the day. And today we're jumping on another ferry to head out to Koh Phi. This island is pretty small. There's basically only one road and not even any cars, but loads of resorts for couples and families and plenty of hostels and budget hotels, as most of the people here are backpackers here for two things: the nightlife and booze cruises out to Maya Bay. And that's where we meet you today on
Taking off on Captain Bob's sailboat. Woo! Little bit of an effort getting through the harbor, but you know, we made it. You just get on one boat, and then you got another boat. But once you're on the right boat, then you just find a seat.
Jump on, all aboard.
Captain Thailand up there, just representing Thailand's hot fashions. We have Tinty humor.
Brought to you by Thailand. Best China can pump out a super inflated price. Only to tourists. I cut you a deal, still ripping you off.
And we're off on a sailboat cruise in paradise. Sounds just about perfect. But first, does anyone on this boat actually know how to sail?
Best dude, release the kicker.
Wow. You're going to laugh?
Kicker. That one at the bottom. Remember we discussed it? To the top. Let's go.
This is how it looks in the movies, though.
So we're off for real this time. The ship's loaded up with really great, friendly people who all seem down to have the best time possible. Didn't hurt the vibe at all that our first stop was Monkey Beach, and you know how I feel about monkeys. No Pringles for these guys though, only nice, fresh cut fruit.
But what we are going to do now is this really cool thing where you can get in the water, swim to the kayaks, and we tow you behind the boat with some fresh drinks and everything. We tow you into Maya Bay.
Before we got into the bay, I wanted to get some drone footage, so we threw Chappie up in the air. And totally worth it. Check out this shot. But who's this approaching from starboard? Is it new friends? Maybe a beer refill? Not really. Just a park ranger yelling, "No drone. Delete, delete." Needless to say, Chappie spent the rest of the voyage below deck. He was very sad. By this point, everyone knows Maya Bay is overrun with tourists, much like ourselves. The actual beach is really crowded, so Vinny and I hung out in the deep water and just snorkeled. I filled almost my entire day with swimming through a hole, being careful not to touch anything. Except for the sea urchin, that is.
Talk to us.
It's gonna be terrible, but I got my Thailand tattoo.
Alright, you want me to pull it out? Or you want to swim? You're good? You're good?
Uh-huh. It doesn't, I can't even feel it.
Okay. You know what? Go underwater. Nope, we gotta go in. We gotta go in.
Why?
I can't get him.
What's very weird about these things, right on the tip, they're super like soggy. You just touch it and it like breaks off. But they're barbed, so they can't come back out. So what we got to do is, once you take them out, take it back on the GoPro, float some bit and smash it up. It's going to hurt a little bit. Did you try and swim through that cave?
He went through the cave. That was like the fifth time through.
That was like,
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Really?
I kept rolling on it. I was like, oh, this feels amazing.
He was like, woohoo! I'm loving
It's not a puppy.
No, it was the last time through that little thing, and we were like, one more time with the sunlight.
It matches your coral here.
Yeah,
Sea urchins on like an aquaculture, right?
Okay.
Yeah, right. Is that what it was supposed to be?
And this part, you might just bite into something.
Hey, you want a drink? You want a beer?
What?
Get him out of beer.
Oh, you're... Hold on.
My one.
We're just gonna smash it now?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound okay.
What, smashing?
Well, what we're going to do is roll it around, and what it does is it crunches it up, so your body can actually expel it.
Okay.
So you're having a...
He's a captain,
It's,
so...
I've done it like probably 10 times, and I did it on Liza the one time when her elbow, she was sorted in like a week, you didn't even see it.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, just with the back of it, it's going to get there.
Have some beer. I love you.
Take it.
Love you, Davey. You know how we were talking about like the bamboo tattoo? This is kind of like the GoPro.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh, can you do that?
That's awesome. All right.
It's gonna be much harder.
That's great. Those of us who made it through the entire day got to watch the sunset at Wang Long Cove. It might sound a little funny, but Bob's Booze Cruise was one of the best days of our entire trip. We got to cram partying with Allie, a sailboat tour, kayaking, snorkeling, and monkeys into an unforgettable afternoon. The staff was awesome. They were super patient with people who got a little too drunk and very respectful of the environment.
In an effort to find the cheapest flights to New Zealand, we find ourselves in Kuala Lumpur for 2 nights, use points at a gorgeous resort in Bali for a night, spend 6 hours in Sydney, and finally make it to New Zealand. See you next week on Tripped. I just used a squatty potty next to the Swarovski crystal store because when in Malaysia.
Are you ready for your panorama? This is the virtual experience. You are going to experience this right now.
With us.
You might not guess it from the background behind me, but I'm actually at the Batu Caves today. It's conveniently located right next to the highway. So tell me about these pigeons.
Oh, go run over and get these little kids.
Here, you do it. It's creepy when a guy does it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, we're taking our time right now, getting all those classic pictures.
Getting all hot and sweaty.
Getting all hot and sweaty. I'm just anticipating all those stairs right now. Look at them. Gonna be attacking that hill. So Allison has issued a challenge. We're both gonna run as far as possible up the stairs before we stop and see who can make it farther. It's competitive nature of it. It was a great idea. That's fun.
Does that sound like an idea I would have? Okay, we need to set some ground rules. Is it speed or distance?
Yeah, you have to keep a speed above a normal walk-up.
Okay. And then neither of us are going to make it all the way. So is it just like who?
Well, that's kind of setting your standards pretty well. Okay, and then if I'm lagging, then you can take this pole and keep running. All right.
You ready to be embarrassed on camera?
The entire time. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, look at this. I could probably talk this whole time I'm coming up here. Wow, Allison sure is far back.
I can't do double time. Like
wow, that's really focused. That's really getting a glimpse. And I think this race is over before. Oh, God. 1. No, you. But I'm winning.
wait, there's a monkey.
Wait, there's a monkey. This isn't fair. Come here. We're all friends. Get up here. So first off, we're out of breath and sweaty. It's because there were a lot of stairs.
Stairs.
In the sun, too. Sun and stairs. Allison made me run them. What's next on the cave tour?
Dark cave.
Good. Can I get some complete sentences?
Next stop, cave tour, dark cave. Downstairs. Green.
What do you hope that the dark cave holds for you?
A little dark, a little smelly, a little claustrophobic. We have hard hats. We haven't had hard hats yet. Oh my gosh. This one is going to be a scary one. Thank you. That's for him? All right.
Thank you. Nope. Completely wrong.
Let's do this. How many do we have? 200,000 bats living in this cave. That'll be interesting. I wasn't. Oh, I just got pooped on.
Turn off my light so let's see how dark it is right now. Yes, it is pretty dark, so you can see why this place is called a dark cave. It's not the most creative name we have, but best description over here. Now, if you try and close your eyes and open your eyes again, yes, if you wave your hands around in front of your eyes, same again.
Oh my god.
So you can all switch on the lights again. Okay,
That was awesome. So I wish we did on a previous.
Yeah, that was intense. Dark cave was awesome.
Dark cave was awesome. That trumped the rest of us for me.
It's nice to get out of the sun too, but the cave itself is nice. Everything we're seeing, apparently everywhere in the world, is up about 200 stairs. We've been training across the whole world for the mountains of New Zealand. We're coming for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the fasten seatbelt signs. Please now return to your seat and ensure your seatbelt is firmly fastened. Remind yourself of your nearest exit, remembering that it may be behind you.
We're coming up on the ocean, which means that we are super close to Syndey. We're gonna hit it hard. Syndey in 7 hours.
All right, we're doing it. We've been, before we even left the airport, we're $75 into the day.
Well, we're more than that, but we'll call it 75.
We were forced by the ticket people, to buy a visa for Australia.
We're only here for 10 hours.
We're here for 10 hours, but it's more than 8 hours.
It's more than 8 hours. Hey, look, we're at the Opera House.
Oh, dude, we're just doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their sticks out. They're doing the stick
what
thing.
What is the Opera House like? Everyone's standing here taking selfies. So are we.
I thought it'd be whiter.
Wait a minute. There's
2 pieces.
2. Did you guys know that? I feel like
everybody.
You only see the side of it ever. It's kind of funny. Nobody takes the picture from the side. You either take it from down there up, or...
This is a really bad place to take a picture from. So it's not very nice.
I know, but that's why.
It's real.
Coming to you live, the first to bring you this side of the Opera House. It's not the prettiest, but it's genuine. I like that.
That counts for nothing with anything. Genuine. Mostly due to the fact we didn't get any sleep on the plane. We have been just camped out in the Botanic Gardens like a couple of hobos. Like, straight up hobos.
It's okay, maybe we just look like we're sleeping.
We look like we're hobos. How long have we been sleeping here? An hour? Yeah.
But look at how beautiful it is where we are. Anyways, that's what we're doing today. And I feel like we should go see some stuff. But when you're enjoying your time, why not just enjoy your time, right?
It's Allison's bird who's assigned to us.
I think I see a danger.
It's not a dingo.
Is that a kangaroo?
Why do I wrangle so much?
You just love nature.
Give him some.
Oh my god.
This was a terrible idea.
Oh boy. How did they know?
So there's your travel advice. When in the botanic gardens, don't give the little hook-billed platypus birdie a chocolate biscuit. Everybody's gonna want a chocolate biscuit. So that was it. That was our entire Australia adventure. We went to Australia City, we went to Australia Gardens, we saw the Australia Opera House, we ate some Australia burgers at Australia Hungry Jack.
I had Subway.
This country, there's just something magical about the whole place. Like meeting people.
I just feel like I know Australia.
I feel like
that
an
too. Entire country.
Like I know people road trip for months around here, but all you really need is 4 hours in downtown Sydney.
I feel like these 4 hours changed me.
I got a tattoo here. We'll come back. We'll come back when we have months and months to...
We'll come back. Essentially, this was a freebie because it was the same price as flying from Bali to Christchurch. So why not have a day layover in Sydney? So
see you a little bit.
Nice little freebie.
We had an awesome snooze in the park, and that's all we needed, really.
Got a little nap time in front of the Opera House. Sydney, you were great. We'll see you next time.
We'll be back. On our way to Christchurch from Thailand, we scheduled a few long layovers. This is the Conrad Bali. If you've watched any of our other episodes, you're well aware of the fact that the Conrad is not our typical accommodations. When it comes to hotels, we're usually deciding whether we want to share the room with a couple of rats or a pack of feral dogs. The Conrad Bali has neither. So, how did we end up here? Points from a reward credit card. Before we left on our trip, we strategically worked towards getting a few free hotel nights and using them to stay at a property that we could never otherwise afford. If you want to learn more about the card that got us to this specific hotel, there should be a magic floating link. We are like 5 days out from New Zealand right now. We cashed in some reward nights here at the Conrad. And we're gonna do some scoping out for Bali since we're gonna go here after New Zealand, but like, it is weird. We're planning for New Zealand. We're enjoying this lagoon pool and everything, which, I mean...
We're enjoying every second.
We're enjoying every second.
We already checked out of the hotel.
Literally in 5 days, we're gonna be living in a minivan for 6 weeks, fighting sand fleas or something. Like, just everything's coming out of a cooler. We're going to the Salvation Army for blankets, but meanwhile it's hard to put yourself in that state of mind when we're like, you know, lagoon pool.
And we've been in Asia since before Halloween in late October, so 4 months later. Back to some cold weather. And by cold, I mean like 60. 60.
Well, it's going to be cold at night when we're in the minivan shivering, and it's like, thank you. It's going to be a big change up from this. Oh, thanks for wardrobe right there.
But we'll remember this moment.
I hope so.
To remember.
I'm gonna remind you of this moment when
we're gonna miss this. There will be times we will miss this.
Anything else?
My phone's sitting on the table, so.
Oh, okay. Let's go get it.
Here's where we live. Say hi, Timmers. Here we go. Now we're driving. Why are we driving? Well, remember when Tim's baggage got lost